This one could be a drinking game.
Exactly. We finally watched The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent. Welcome to Frame Rate Studios, where we talk all things movies.
I'm Corey, and well, this is Popcorn. The one here to my right, the one who's in the front running to play John Candy in his documentary film, Chad.
Hey, I'd be all for that. I would be good for that.
I want to be Steve Martin.
Anyway, on to our fun time that we just had watching The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent.
I was afraid everything was in the trailer, but no, there was so much more to the trailer.
How much more?
More.
This trailer, yeah, it had you convinced it was going to go one way and then went a different way, and so yes, that was a lot of fun.
I know Nic Cage said he had no intentions on watching this.
Right, yeah.
Because there's just something that's not right about watching yourself play yourself. But he got hooked into it. So, but my real question is...
And what would that be?
I want to know what his actual daughter thought of it.
Really? That's your question?
And yeah, to get that deep into yourself, I mean, as far as how it's put together.
I think this one could be a drinking game. Every time they reference a Nic Cage movie.
I think that would be a little dangerous.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. The thing, though, about it is that I'll put a caveat on for our audience. If you like Nic Cage,
How can anyone not like him?
it will make you want to go back and watch all of his old movies. And not just like the big stuff that we really liked, which was Con Air, Face Off, you know, and The Rock. It's like all of his movies. It'll make you want to go back.
Well, not all of them.
No, not the beast! Not the beast!
Pedro, oh my God. Awesome performance
Yeah.
for him. He hits the comedy level. Great.
I think the cast across the board does a really good job, but obviously it's really him and Nick that are doing the heavy lifting, and it shows you, I mean, we've talked about this when, you know, we did Pig and we did Mandy, and we've talked about his movies in the past, that he does have quite the range, and he is a really good actor.
I'd love to see a sequel to this, but it's not a direct sequel. You just keep it under the same premise. And since this is all about, you know, Nicolas Cage and his bankruptcy, all of his financial issues, and just to do something with Wesley Snipes, I get the idea kind of from Expendables 3, when Wesley Snipes shows up in there, and there's a scene where he...
So why'd you get locked away?
Tax evasion.
And then you got to make it a trilogy if you do too.
No, you don't!
Going back to Ike Barinholtz, I loved his character. He's not in it a lot, but I think he's a great character as one of the other agents.
That we got the wrong guy, so let's go
I
home.
thought he did a good job. I think Tiffany Haddish, for the small role
Yes,
she played,
yep.
I thought also the brilliant part of that, not necessarily that she did this, but writing it in there, that she figures out, her character figures out that the best way to get Nick to do his job or do this job for them is to like act like a director or a producer in talking to him.
Action!
People, this is one of them we will be saying, yes, go see. I don't know, I'll give my final thoughts if you want to say something more.
Whoa, slow down.
I had something, but go ahead.
But I'm going to let you wrap it up on that. But my final thoughts of it is, yes, guys, if you like Nicolas Cage, you like spoofy comedies that are mystery types, you got to see this. It's so much fun. And again, if I were to be scoring it, it's going to be an 86, 87. It's up there a ways. It's so much fun, and I will probably one day actually own this movie.
The one thing I was going to add before I go into my final thoughts was the whole thing of, I wondered if the whole scene where asking Nic Cage what his favorite movie was reminded you of Talking to Me at all. Because it's like...
The chatty Cathy doll, but...
I asked Chad a simple question, and 5 hours later, I finally have the answer.
I agreed with his answer.
That's one of those questions that's impossible to answer because, you see, 100+ years of rich cinema, you can't just limit it to one. It depends upon your mood, the season.
It's not that simple, but, you know, I will say, though, hey, If you haven't seen the Paddington movies, you got to see.
He's awesome.
Thank you.
I agree with them. They're a lot of fun.
So yeah, my final thoughts would very much mirror yours as far as this is one to definitely go see. I'd say even if you aren't a big Nic Cage fan, but if you are, it is a must-see. If you are a film buff, I think it's a must-see. If you like movies that are filled with tons of meta references, similar to like, we reviewed, Scream, whatever it was, 5. The new Scream with Jenna Ortega, when it came out, we reviewed that as well on the channel. It's a lot like that, and as far as how deep some of these references go, I agree with Corey. It's going to be one I wouldn't say eventually. It's one that I definitely will go out and buy. And I'm not saying like I'm probably going to actually buy it physically.
Because he's old and sad.
I did actually sit down and score it, and pretty much I'm right in line with you. I gave it an 82. I mean, it's really, really good. I can't say enough good things. I mean, I get we're both Nic Cage fans, but still, even if I wasn't, I think I still could have come out and had a very good time with this one. So
Make sure to like and subscribe.